All right, what's going on, guys? We are going to play Tips Tour Round 1. It's at SGT West Jack's tournament course. Let's look at the settings. I have to go back to my window. All right, so we got 13 stimp, normal fairways, normal greens. So those are normal. Is there any elevation? It's behind the video on the screen. Only 56 feet. I can double check that here. Yeah, 56 feet there. All right, so let's get rocking and rolling here. I just played the par 3. Absolutely terrible. Did not hit the ball well. Well, that's all right. That's part of golf. We're going to turn it around. I think some more swings might help, so we'll see. I have not officially hit a driver yet. Absolutely terrible. Did not hit the ball well. Okay. That's all right. That's part of golf. We're going to turn it around. Some more swings. Okay, let's start here. Pretty short par 4. Okay, here we go. I'm hitting the TaylorMade QI10 LS. Love this club. Done a review on it on swingyard.com. Let's get the little boys club out of the way. All right, don't need to kill one here, just want one straight. Little hook, but that should be fine for this hole anyway. Gonna need some more distance than that on other holes. All right, 118 out of the rough, into the wind. Again, we got normal settings. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's do this. Look, okay, so we just kind of got a tight little spot. We are 6.2 left, so I'm gonna have to aim a little conservatively here. 118 out of the rough into 7-mile-an-hour wind. I'm probably looking at least 125. So I'm actually hitting a pitching wedge here, a light one. At 125.8, love the line. That is how we execute. There we go. That's better than 99% of my shots on the par 3 right there. Now though, this is no gimme. 13 stimp. Okay, so I gotta be a little more conservative on putting. Down 2. I like this line right here. Let me think. Yeah. Actually, that moves pretty fast. Yeah, I'm gonna give it one more tap. Little tap. All right, so normally it'd be 13. I'm probably thinking 12. And it's going to go off the green. Please just stop. Please just stop. Okay, that feels about right. I just came from 11 stimp. All right, we're going to make this. I just came from 11 stimp, and then I come to 13 while putting downhill. It did not go so well for me. All right, so this is a 14-foot putt. Whew, okay. I really did not want to start with a bogey on that. All right, par 4. Looks pretty tight. Not too bad though. Okay, so we'll just air a little bit on the right side. You got the wind, you got my draw. Just cracked open a new case of Pro Vs. Hopefully they'll last a while. Well, sleeve of Pro Vs to join the other entourage of balls. A little longer hole here, so. Oh boy, stay right. Okay, so like I smoked that. 301 carry is healthy, but I did push it straight right. You can see on the impact there, my club face is wide open. All right, so 5.7 right. And then, but I'm downwind this time. out of the rough. Out of the rough makes it like what, 133 wind. Yeah, we'll choke up. See if we can't hit that same 125-yard pitching wedge. Even less is fine. Got 125. I did pull it, but that should be about right. All right, not too bad. Looks like it's went a little farther right than I anticipated off the face. Plus, I pulled it, so we ended up. The distance was pretty good, though. I'm not too upset with that shot. Okay, 26 feet. I think that's a pretty good line there. Straightens out towards the hole. I think maybe 23. I always think against 11 stimp. Stay up, stay up, stay up, stay up. That was a pretty good effort. Pretty good effort there. All right, what's up, guys that are joining? Thank you for hopping in. If you have any questions, sim talk, anything that I'm doing or related, let me know. All right, so are we gonna hit a 7-iron here? Because I probably want to land it in here. I think we can do a 7. Actually, you know what? I am going to do a 6. You want to know why? There's nothing behind this green. All the trouble is short. Yeah. So let's make sure we're not short. So I'm actually going to give myself plenty of room to hit a little draw with the wind that's going to take it quite a ways. Love a 182 carry. It's a nice smooth swing. I'm actually going to choke up a little bit, but 186, but man, that's a good line. Sit right there. Sit right there. Good shot. Happy with that one. Come on, let's make a putt. 12 down 2. Yeah, I like it. Right edge. First 2 should get me at least the left center. The last one will get me back. So 12 down 2. I'm thinking 10, maybe even 9. Beautiful. Right in the center. That was a good hole, guys. Might be the first time I can say that all day. Okay, par 5, into the wind. This is, with normal settings, going to be pretty tough to reach into the wind, but if we can hit a drive like I did on the last hole and just straighten it out a little bit, we will definitely have a chance. That's what we want. Stay left. Yeah, beauty. All right, we can reach. So what do we got left here? 237. Okay. And here, I gotta look at this one more time. Kind of short. Yeah. We're gonna aim a little left. Seems like anything. Yeah, we're gonna have to still hit a 3-wood here because of that 10-mile-an-hour wind into our face. Probably need 245, 250. Oh, come on. Be good. Let's get on the left side of the green. That's it. Exactly what I wanted. I saw that short right in that bunker would be really tough. That would be really hard to play out of. So kind of tried to eliminate that. Hit it to the left. Now we got hopefully a pretty easy up and down. That's the wrong button there. Yeah, okay. So we're going to kind of go left side of the circle here. Green will funnel it down. This is downhill a little ways, at least out of the gates. It kind of comes up back up towards the end. 17. Come on, a little more. Thought that would release a little more than that, but should have a putt kind of up the hill. Not as easy as I was hoping here, but we can make this. Flat putt. Yeah, right there. 8.5 feet. All right, still took care of business. Made a little more work than we needed, but a couple of nice birdies in a row there. That was all pretty good shots to get us to there, so I'm happy with that. Let's see, what are we looking at here? That's a pretty tough little spot to hit. Obviously, this is a shorter hole. So I'm actually going to hit, we're going to hit a 3-wood. Let me see where a 3-wood's going to land, though. 3-wood's going to be, you know what? I think, yeah, I mean, even if we hit a good one into the wind, we're landing back here probably. So, I think we'll hit a driver. If the wind was different, that would change my thought process here, but just don't need to hit swing full here. I want a straight driver, not a long driver. Long actually brings more trouble into play. Get right, get right, get right. Not the worst. The hard part there is I really wanted a fairway so that we could maybe spin it back towards the hole. And now we're looking at, you know, out of the rough where we're going to lose a little bit of spin. So we're just going to probably have to try and play this behind the hole. So out of the rough and a little bit uphill. I want probably at least 85 here. Got 90 with a little spin. Yep. I'm not too upset with that. It gives us a chance here. I would have loved my 85 over 90, but if you're anywhere short of this hole, it's going to funnel off the green, and then you're looking at bogey at best, because no one's getting up and down from in front of the screen today. I actually like that right there. This is makeable. 21. I'm thinking only like 19 here on 13 stimp. Oh, that broke a lot. Sit ball, sit ball, sit ball, sit ball. I got lucky that broke a lot. Did I pull that? I did. That's part of my problem. That is why I missed that putt. I pulled it a full degree. What can you do? Let me just check something. Love stressful holes that make you think. Heard that. Heard that, Lamp. What's up, dude? All right. Computer's going a little slow here. I was on the wrong screen too, but it is going a little slow. So long par 4. A tough driver, have a mid iron in would be nice. Let's see what we can do here. 461 into the wind, that is. Oh, hooky. Go ball. Give me one bounce in the rough. That is really lucky, but still not good. But I got 197 out of the rough rather than 220 out of the fairway bunker, so I'll take it. All right, so we are going to play this just short of the hole. I'm thinking I'm going to play it around 200. And yeah, that's about right. So 2.1 right. We're going to go a little bit left of the hole. Just want a good 5 iron here. 200, 205. It's great. $200. Stay left. Nice. Okay. Game of inches. That was another foot or two to the right. That might have gone down the hill. I'll take it though. All right, so again, downhill putt, swings at the end. It'll go a little bit right the first 5. I'll swing a little harder as it slows down. We're looking at 19 again. I'm thinking 17. Get there, get there, get there. Oh my gosh. Man, oh man, I cannot catch the brakes for these putts to drop. I say that coming off the par 3 where I had 3 of those. Bummer. You know, I'm thankful though that we even had a birdie putt on that hole. That's a tough hole into the wind there. All right, so we got another par 5. This one's downwind. So doing desk stuff, watching you shred it up. I like to think that I'm shredding it up, but I don't feel like I am. But appreciate you tuning in, Lamp. I always do. Always fun to talk to you. Did you ever adjust those driver settings? All right, this is a hole to score on. And keep a good drive here. A little left of where I wanted, but let's see if we can end up all right. Yeah, it's going to be a long iron in either way, but I wish I would have controlled that a little better. 227. All right, I'm going to hit a 4 iron here. Actually, so 3.3 right is about where I want to aim anyway, so love to get that 215-yard 4 iron I can get if I hit it square. Oh, that is a laser. 215 directly at the hole. Get up. Very happy with that. I was hoping it would be on the green, but that was a laser of a 4 iron. All right, so this is rough. Just gotta, it's 19 degrees up, 2.1 left, 11. Just kind of got to pop this one up so it stops. Yep, love it. Stay in there. Beautiful. Such a good hole right there. All right. Not yet. Hoping tomorrow, Thursday, I'll get back over to the barn where the sim is. Yeah, oh, I get it. Have you messed with those before, though? Yeah? Lamp, you have one of these. Just crank it off. Kind of know what you're messing with. So those that are tuning in, I was talking to Lamp. So as you guys all know, your driver has adapter settings. And if you change that, you can really mess with the ball flight, the spin rates, launch angles, all that stuff. So I was watching one of Lamp's streams, and he's not getting a ton of spin or launch angle on his driver. So I mentioned trying to adjust that to see if he can get a little bit more desirable and control. If you have more spin, you can control it better. Looking forward to tinkering with it. Thanks for the suggestion. Came up out of the blue about a month ago. Kind of feel like I need shorter tees. That could be it too. You said you did say you're hitting it high on the face a lot, which could be part of it. I get it. All right, now this is a sucker pin if I've ever seen one. This just requires a good, smooth golf shot. This is an 8 iron. Looking for, I don't know, maybe 158 yards of carry. I'm aimed right at the center of the green. Not even worried about that hole location. .156 is just perfect. That should be center of the green. You know, I drew it and pulled it just a hair, but with this, I'm not worried about that at all. I'll take the long putt. Obviously, I would have loved it a little bit closer, but just avoid disaster on this hole. All right, 61. It's going to come down pretty hard. Look at that. That's why we were okay with it. I'll take it. I checked out a YouTube video about each setting and what it does. Perfect. It's the best way to do it. Best way to do it. That's something we should probably put out at Swing Yard. Well, it's annoying. So I have, when we test different drivers, I have shafts and like But the annoying part is you have to have a shaft for, this one is Ping, this one's Titleist. I have a tailor-made shaft because they all have their different adapters. So basically, you have to have different shafts for each different type of manufacturer. It's all super annoying, but whatever. They all do their own stuff. All right, 470 par 4. Downhill, downwind. I don't think we can get to the water. So this is pretty much just swing away. There is a little tiny strip of rough, I think, that will stop it at the end. So just hit a straight one here. Long hole though. That might actually draw well with the hole. A little more draw than I wanted. Get back over there. That's a good shot though. Take it. All right, 154. This is gonna be a 9-iron. So everything's gonna funnel right to left, it looks like. Well, it's the double green, okay. Yeah, we're gonna go 4.7 left, so I gotta play a little bit. I only want to land on the center of the green. 4.7 I get from the mini map on the bottom there, which means my ball is gonna start 4.7 degrees farther left. All right, 54. I want 145 here. I have the wind as well, but out of the rough. 145. 141, but love the line. Go. 145 would have been really good, but that is, I'm very happy with that. What does that look like on my Unicore view? Yeah, I thought I hit that one pretty well. Check this out. That was right on the white line. That's what I like to see. There we go. Okay. Let's see if we can take advantage of it here. All right, so 14 up 3. Love it right there. That should be enough because we are going uphill. One more mini tap. All right, 17. Thinking 16. Oh, there we go. I got one to lip in. Let's go. Who's that? Marty, what's up, dude? Going good, man. Have you gotten to play a little bit now, Marty? How did you stumble upon Swing Yard, and why did you and your brother purchase? What are next steps, goals going forward? Good question, Lamp. So there's a website called flippa.com that you can basically buy and sell websites. And similar to like flipping a house, you can flip websites. Now, I don't know if our end goal is to actually sell it like a lot of people do with flipping, but my wife is in a similar business where she runs an online website, social media, and all the things. And so I'm kind of just piggybacking a lot of off of what she's done. And so we get to both work for ourselves. And that's pretty much it. So Swing Yard it was like 3 years old, which is ideal because that means it has a good foundation, a good establishment of content. But there's a lot of SEO stuff in the back end that could be redone. And so we are like a week or two away from a complete UI redesign, which we're outsourcing that part. I'm really excited about it though. And so yeah, the idea there is I used to work in IT, but now I get to work for myself and play golf and try and teach people how to get better, and sometimes make fun of myself. So it's like a win-win-win. You know what I mean? But ultimately, yeah, my wife does similar stuff. She runs an online kind of fitness and workout blog. She has a much bigger operation. She's been doing it for 10 years. She has just hired her 6th employee. So really good things going there. Having a great time. Thanks, Marty, that a boy. Love it. I actually have a couple buddies coming over tonight to play some golf. That'll be fun too. One of them's really good. I can't let him beat me on my own sim though. There we go. Keep coming. Keep coming. I thought that was going to come back more. Oh no. Actually, the sand would probably be better here. In real life, I'd be crapping my pants with a 50-yard bunker shot, but That's good, Marty. Did you join the simulator golf tour, Marty? I know it's another additional expense, but these little tournaments and playing against other people is really fun. 53. I want 50. I want 60. Oh boy. Oh boy. Man. Lamp, we always talk about that. Why am I not aggressive on my bunker shots and wedges? 17. Okay, hopefully, bummer. Like that is such a bad thing to do. All right, come on, fix it. Right there. Yep, I completely agree. I pushed that so bad. Oh, come on. 1.4. Sweet mercy. See, this is where I need to get better. I am again making a bogey from 50 yards out. Like I just can't be doing that. Okay. That's very cool. Looking to see the overhaul. Thank you, Lamp. I appreciate that. Join the SGT Marty Golf. Have you done your wedge matrix yet? Was that question to me, Lamp, or is that to Marty? That's probably to me, I think, but let's see. All right, par 5. Let's get that stroke back. All right, plenty of room left here with the wind and with my draw. We're going to favor the left side a little bit. Left side rough would be okay. At least you're cutting off the hole that way. Let's get that stroke back. Oh, fades it into the wind. Oh, just sit, ball. Kick right. Whew. That was really close. And I favor the left. Let's see, I did actually join a bunch of leagues as well as picked up a win. Oh, Marty, way to go, buddy. Even though I wish I could hit the ball as far as you do. Hit a 250, 260, but I am accurate, so I don't worry about it much. Dude, you see me. I'm 5 feet from out of bounds right now. Okay, yeah, you were talking to Marty about the wedge matrix. Good deal. So, like I said, Marty, I might be able to hit the ball far, but when I get those wedges in my hand, it is just a disaster, man. I have just been so unimpressed with myself lately. Just took a bogey from 55 yards out. All right, but we're moving on to bigger and better things. I don't focus on the negatives. We got 230 into a par 5. I'm going to hit a fade hybrid, nice and smooth. That is dang good line. Didn't fade much, but man, oh man. I will take that any day of the week. I actually had to lay off that just a little bit. All right. Yes to YouTube, yeah. No, I haven't done any wedge matrix yet, no. If that's what you're asking. I should though. Okay, 13. Let's go in. Let's go, there we go, boys. There we go, eagle time. See, good things happen when you hit good shots. Oh, wait. Hitting good shots is the problem sometimes. All right. Eagle. Man, we needed that. All right, so this is, I'm going to aim right at the hole, maybe just left. Thank you, Marty. That was pretty fun, huh? Could use more of those in my life. Okay, 188, straight crosswind. Yeah, this is just a smooth 8-iron. A little bit right is fine, so I kind of want to hit my draw with the wind. That's a good looking shot right there. Man, the wind is really taking it. Set, set. I'm okay with that. I was kind of in between clubs, but I just wanted to play it safe there. Not bad for a skull chip. There he is. What's up, Brian? I needed that after making a bogey from 50 yards out in the hole before. All right, Brian, if I chip in 2 in a row, Brian's my brother, by the way, for those on the stream, you have to do 300 push-ups and document it for the viewers as fast as you can. So I really want to make this 17. Oh, apparently I didn't want you to do it. That was actually a pretty good line. You're lucky. Look at him, he ran away, he didn't even comment. Okay, that should be good. I think one more tap, actually. There he is. All right, 13-8. So 12. All right, good par save. Good par save. It was wishful thinking to chip in twice. All right. Come on. 421 into the wind, but this hole is pretty straightforward. Brian, I kind of agree with you. This course is a little bit boring. We're actually we have an annual golf trip that we've been doing. Been to Arizona, we've been to Florida, we've been to Palm Springs, and we're going back to Palm Springs again this year. We're talking about playing this course in real life. One sec. There we go. Taking a little off. And problem is there's like an event going on out there. All the courses jacked up their prices. This is one of them we talked about. I think we're going to ixnay it because it's actually a little bit boring of a course for what's all out there. Of course, it would be beautiful and have some fun holes. No denying that, but comparatively, there's a lot of good courses out there. We don't need to spend $300 a round. 26, I want 130. Oh, that's such a good line. Go ball, go ball, go ball. Oh! Darn it! Man, I thought that was going to be really good. Shoot. And it's lined with Holmes, not worth $400. Yep, exactly. We're on the same page there. Oh man, I thought that was going to be good. Lost 8 yards from the wind and just a hair uphill. All right, 8. Kidding me? Go ball. Oh, it's so much work. So much work. 9. This is going pretty fast in the middle. That should be good. 9 feet. Slow lip out. Come on, man. Another wedge bogey. Any recommendations for winter golf trip locations? Went to Cabot Citrus Farms last year. Nice. Let's see. So we've done, Palm Springs is always pretty unbeatable. We love Arizona this time of year. The problem with Arizona is 2 things, in my opinion. One, it's become insanely overpriced. because of the flock of golfers that go down this time of year. But two, Arizona always has like freezing in the morning, so they have frost delays all the time, which kind of ruins your schedule from time to time. But obviously, Arizona's a simple choice. Well, what did we go to last year? It was it's a place in Florida. What was it called? I'm blanking. Brian, if you remember it, let me know, but I'll think of it in just a sec. Oh wait, I have it on here, I think. Oh, we went to Hammock Beach in Florida. It was like a resort with a couple courses. I think Tom Watson built one of the courses, and maybe Nicholas was the other one. But there's like an ocean course and then another course. So we actually only played 2 different courses. That was the first time we've only played 2 different courses, but it was awesome. So Hammock Beach in Florida. We've done Trump Doral. That has a couple good courses on it. That can be really challenging with like February golf, with how windy it can be and how much water there is. We got beat up. And then obviously Palm Springs has a ton of good courses. But there's also other options. Oh, really? I thought that was a perfect drive. That stinks. Hit that one good. Jacksonville? Yeah, yep, Hammock Beach in Jacksonville. There you go, thank you. Oh boy. All right, well, we got a hit here. I hope this gets up. It's 9.7 up. I got to hit a very full 8-iron here. For me, anyway. That could be pretty good. It's got to go. It's got to go. Yeah, very happy with that, though. Mostly because it didn't hit the lip. Also because we have a birdie try. I know we want to try some of like, I'd love to do like Sand Valley in Wisconsin. Obviously not a winter time trip. Bandon Dunes out in Oregon. That's a bucket list one. I don't even know if it's going to move that much though, is it? Go back. There we go, right there. So 27 up 5, 32. Perfect. Yep, that felt great. There we go. Okay. Good birdie there. Another par 5. Let's rock and roll. Man, my computer is struggling a little bit. All right, so this one's wide open. Let's favor the right center with the wind. Okay. All right, let's go. Oh man, that is all I have right there. Smoke that. All right. See if we can get there in 2. Ooh, do we want to get there in 2 is the question. I didn't realize this was like an island green. That is. What is there to be gained is the question. Very little. All right, so let's talk course management here for a sec. 225. I actually want to be so let's talk course management here. So I can reach the screen, but there's basically nothing to be gained, because even if I hit almost the perfect shot, there's very little chance that the ball even gets anywhere near the hole. Okay, so The other thing is, even if I were to hit a perfect shot, I'm 40 feet behind the hole, okay? The odds that I hit it in the water are pretty high. Then the other thing is, I don't actually want to hit it way up here because that's a terrible angle at the green. So almost a longer shot into the hole is better. So I am only going to hit it this far so that I basically have a full gap wedge or sand wedge, excuse me, lob wedge in. Okay? Because with the pin up front, the extra spin here would be helpful. So I'm hitting a pitching wedge right now. Okay, perfect. Keep it away from the water. It's not doing anything foolish. Okay, maybe got a little bit farther out than I wanted, but that's just fine because this is a full sand wedge in. One sec. All right. So go just right of the pin, 109. If I could carry this 105, that would be about perfect. Go a little bit, go. Not the worst. Not my best, but not the worst. Even though we're on the fringe, still putting for birdie here. I did want 5 more yards there, that would have helped. I think my 105 would have been perfect. But if I were to have hit this farther, that would have been really tough to get this close because I had spin on that. All right, so 1.2 left. Again, off the putter face means a little bit more than other things. So this is flat putt. All right, 18, 19. I am selected on putter, okay? So one thing with GS Pro, like Marty, for example, this is the only time you really need to switch clubs is when you're off the green using a putter, or actually, and I've done it before, if you're on the green using a wedge. It's looking for something flat here. Stay up. I think we played that right. Almost got a birdie. Just needed a couple more yards out of my wedge and we would have had a great look. But tough hole. Tough hole with all that water surrounding it, pin up front. One more. All right. 439. All right, so gonna hit a full driver here. Let's possibly go through the fairway, but that's okay. Get us close to the hole. Almost looks like if you look up at the green on the mini map, a little bit on the right side would be better than something on the left in terms of angle. So that is about what we wanted. Keep going right. Keep going right. Stay in the fairway. Not quite. All right, all good. Okay, we got a gap wedge here. Let me see. 7.3 down is actually interesting. Brian, you should stream your rounds. I agree, Michael. All right, so we definitely have to get this there. So I need a full gap wedge here. Get up, get up, get up. Now stop. Beautiful. Good shot there. Nice look at a downhill birdie putt. I know it'll slide over just a little bit going downhill. I think we'll keep it inside the hole. It's right on the left edge, so looking at like 9 feet. Look at that. All right, right in the middle. Good hole there. Bunch of good shots. Okay, 17. Tough hole here. So what do we need to carry? We need at least 195 to carry. Is that wind helping or hurting? It's barely helping. Okay. So I'm actually going to go right at it. We'll probably have a little draw. This is a 6-iron. Hoping for about a 195 carry. And maybe a little draw back towards the middle of the green. .198, got the draw. It's a little too much, but might be a good miss. Yeah, that's a long tee shot over with a pin kind of tucked behind the bunker. I'm pretty happy with that. We just want to. This is a par hole, 2-putt par. If we can get lucky and birdie, that's great. But let's focus to not 3-putt too. All right, so 46 down 7, so a 39-foot putt. Kind of going the whole way. I think we got to zip it up here a bit more. It's only at the beginning it's fast though. So let's try that. So 39. Again, this is 13 stimp, so I got to be careful not to send this too far. So I'm actually thinking 35. Again, I'm relating back to 11. Sit, 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 sit. Go in the hole. Let's go! Man, let's go. Oh boy, look at this hole. All right, look at that. We're on the leaderboard. Costello MJ, I see you on there, boy. See it. Brian, this is why you didn't want to play this course, huh? You wouldn't be able to find the fairway here? I should probably trash talk after I hit my drive, but... Okay. Yeah, you should be able to hit it pretty straight. This is a tough hole to finish on. Wow. All right. Hit the shot. Oh, that's left. Sit ball. Sit ball. Get lucky. Oh boy. That's not good. Well, it looks like we get 2 tries at it. All I have to do is hit one good shot to keep my round. And I completely left my hands wide open. All right. Hit the shot. That's going to be bunker probably. No, it stayed. All right. Goal. Try and save bogey. I love that the trash talk worked though. I figured I'd get some flack for that. All right. Let me see. Sorry, wife texted me. Just had to read that quick. 171. Pin's right in the middle. Yeah, this is I like this shot in here. Let's try and make a good swing. So, 171. I mean, yeah, 175. Pretty smooth 7. Hold it there, wind. Oh, I only got 170 out of that. That's probably good though. Stay left. Stay left. Yep. All right, we got a chance to save this bogey. Come on. Ooh, not ideal here, but. All right, 16 feet. I think we kind of got to play it up there, let it drop in a little bit. I like this line. That feels a little too high. All right. 16 feet. Get down. Ooh. That was a good try. Maybe just a hair too much steam, but hit that putt right how I wanted. Shame we're ending on a double bogey, but all in all, a pretty good round. Much better than the par 3 round I played before this. All right, if you guys haven't had a chance yet, hit that subscribe button. Helps us out tremendously. We're building out swingyard.com. We're actually releasing a budget launch monitor video today of the Rapsodo MLM2 Pro versus the Garmin R10. So hopefully you guys find that useful if you're looking for a launch monitor. Otherwise, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. And until next time, swing yarders, see ya.